Alright, what's going on, guys? As a longtime member of the Call of Duty community, I've had my fair share of bad experiences with developers and just poor customer service in general. And you might have noticed this year, Black Ops 4 didn't really capture my attention like I hoped that it would, so I started playing 2K instead. I mean, I play 2K like pretty much every year, but very casually. I never really put much time into it. I'm never really grinding it. But this year, I didn't really have anything else to play, so I put hundreds of hours and dollars into the game, and I've come to realize that maybe I was a bit too hard on Call of Duty because 2K is a whole new level of disappointment when it comes to community support. This has been easily the worst experience that I've ever had with developers on a video game. At least with most other games, they will acknowledge the problem. At least with Call of Duty, they've always at least mentioned what the issue is, and they're saying, we're working on a fix, and they'll put out the fix. Back when I used to play Fortnite in the first couple of seasons, even when they would add something stupid to the game, they would say, okay, we listened to you guys' complaints as a community, and we've decided we're going to vault whatever item that they added that we didn't like. Stuff like that. They usually at least acknowledge the concerns of the community, but 2K seems to have the practice of just completely ignoring community feedback altogether, and I think the reason they are able to get away with this otherwise unacceptable behavior in the industry is because basically they have a monopoly on basketball games. Of course, there is the option of playing NBA Live, but nobody plays that game, man. It's just not very good. And 2K knows that they have the superior game as far as gameplay is concerned, so they know that they can just treat the community like shit, and people are still pretty much forced to play their game. So the reason I'm making this video is because I'm hoping to maybe make an impact. I do have a platform to do so. This is a game I've put a lot of time into this year. I mean, clearly everyone complaining to them and just even asking nicely towards them on Twitter has done absolutely nothing now. It's been a couple weeks now and the game has not been fixed, and they have not even addressed the issue that's going on. I had been thinking about making this video for a few days now. I tweeted Ronnie. He definitely saw the tweet. It has over 1,000 favorites, 100 retweets. 100% he saw that tweet in his interactions. Whoever runs the 2K My Team account saw that tweet in their interactions. I got no response. They don't give a fuck. But today was really the last straw when we were lied to once again for the, I don't even know, 100th time this year. I can't even count the amount of times that they have lied to us this year. But this one, man, this was absolutely pathetic. My expectations for them are so low at this point. I'm actually a little bit impressed that they were still somehow able to disappoint me when I just expect so little from them. So Monday night was the NBA awards ceremony. Just a quick side note, can we please go back to announcing the winners right after the regular season ends, because this format is horrible and it really has lost all the appeal of the awards. But regardless, the MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, Sixth Man, Coach of the Year, all that sort of stuff was announced Monday night. So usually for this occasion, 2K puts out special award cards for all of the winners. In 2K18, they released 5 99 overall pink diamonds for everybody that won an award. In 2K17, they released a 99 overall pink diamond Westbrook, so on and so on. And on top of all of that, Ronnie even tweeted last night, "I would sure love some new cards for NBA awards tonight." And then the My Team account even quoted his tweet and said, "Agreed." So everyone's looking forward to these new cards. We have a history of getting new cards. They confirmed on Twitter we're getting new cards. We're all, pretty excited to get them. Everyone really wants the Galaxy Opal Giannis. Okay. Fast forward to today, they released these cards, and to our surprise, it's 5 old cards that we already have. The card for Giannis was released like 6 months ago at the beginning of the game. It's not even the best Giannis card available. They have an Amethyst Moments Rudy Gobert from January that they are rewarding us for his Defensive Player of the Year. Like, I don't know what's even going on here, man. The only explanation that I can offer for this is just laziness. Like, listen, man, I'm not a developer, but I know that it's not that hard to make new cards. You know, you put out new cards every single week. You've pretty much known who the winners of all these awards were going to be for like a month now, even though it's not announced. Everyone pretty much already knew before it got announced. It's not that hard to create new cards. And not only that, it would actually benefit you as a company to make new cards, because guess what? Not very many people, only like the biggest idiots or people who just have no concept of money, are spending money on these packs because these packs are useless. But had you actually made 5 new Galaxy Opals or Pink Diamonds, or at least 5 new good cards to release into the market, a lot more people would be ripping packs and you'd be making yourself more money. I don't understand the logic here. It just doesn't make any sense. It's literally your job to make content and you can't even do your job correctly. And on top of that, you lied about it. Ronnie literally used the words new cards, and then fast forward a day and you're recycling old cards. That's not new cards, man. Like, this shit ain't adding up. So that was the last straw for me, man. That was just absolutely pathetic. One of the worst displays of community support I've ever seen in a game. Like, I really don't expect much from this company, man. I really don't, but wow. I haven't even mentioned the server issues yet. This is really the main complaint of the video. I just had to emphasize how pathetic this release was for these cards, but for about the past 3 weeks, there has been a major server issue problem, and they haven't even addressed it as a company. The community basically figured it out themselves what happened, because they won't even talk about it. They won't even say what's going on. So about 3 weeks ago, they decided to put 2K19 on sale for $3 across all platforms, I'm pretty sure. So obviously, thousands of people bought the game because, I mean, it's fucking $3. Why wouldn't you buy it and at least try it out, right? So because all of these new people started playing the game, the servers have been unable to handle it, and it's just completely unplayable. Not only is there a lot of lag and delay just from operating through the menu actually in game, like pretty much anything you try to do, it's delayed, there's lag, but not only that, you can't even perform basic functions in the game. For example, the auction house is completely fucked. I'll put an example up on the screen now of kind of what's going on, but basically, it doesn't remove cards from the auction house that have already been bought. So you're trying to play hide and seek over here, trying to find a card that's actually available to buy, and it turns like a 1 to 2 minute process into a 30 to an hour long process just to buy one card for your team. All of these Hakims that you see I'm trying to buy are already sold. So normally, before the server issues, these cards would disappear from the auction house because, well, they're no longer for sale. But ever since they released the game for $3 and the servers became complete shit, all of the cards just stay in the auction house regardless of whether they're bought or not. And obviously, most people don't have hours a day just to spend on a game trying to buy a card, not even play the game, just trying to buy a card that they want to use. The other problem is, once you actually do, by some miracle, get a bid in on a card, if you don't actually win the card, your MT gets stuck in your auction outcomes. So when you try to redeem it to put it back into your collection, you get an error. So basically, you have to kind of sit there for like 5 minutes just spamming X on it until finally it will let you redeem your MT. Like, they're basically holding your MT hostage. I think the reason they don't really care about this is because it almost forces people to buy VC. Like, if you're a real idiot or you just don't care about money, I can definitely see you just loading up more VC and buying packs and stuff, you know, not worrying about all the MT issues. But if you're a normal human being who doesn't like being fucked over, you know, obviously you wouldn't do that. But I think the reason they don't really care about it is because it's probably increased their VC sales quite a bit, at the expense, of course, of the game basically being unplayable, okay? I don't know if you guys have ever played my team before or not, but the auction house is a fundamental part of the game mode. You pretty much can't really build your team without using the auction house. It's extremely important to the game. Like, if you didn't have auction house, you may as well not play the game mode. So for it to be having all of these auction house issues for about 3 weeks now, and for them not to even address it or say they're working on a fix, or at least admit that they made a mistake, is completely unacceptable. And I haven't even mentioned the problem of the servers just going going down in general. Anytime there are new packs being released, everyone loads up on the game trying to open packs. We're trying to give them money, and they can't even upgrade the servers to allow us to do that, man. Like, I just don't understand how you could be so stupid. The servers just go down, and, you know, you can't even open the box of cards you just bought. You know, every time you try to open your box, it'll keep kicking you out of the game, and then you have to start the box over once you log back in, and it turns like a, you know, a 10-minute pack opening into like a 3-hour process, and most people just say, you know what, fuck this. They stop opening packs, they get off the game, you know, they come back like 6 hours later when it's a little more chill, you know what I mean? Like, it's just completely unacceptable. So basically, long story short, the game has just been complete shit for almost a month now, and they have not even had the courtesy to address the issue. That's all I would like at this point. Even if they can't fix it or they don't want to fix it, can you at least please address the issue and recognize that there is something wrong with the game? That's all I want to hear from you, all right? I want to see a tweet from somebody from 2K saying, yes, we know there are server issues, we know the auction house has issues, we're working on it, we're stupid, we can't fix it, we don't give a fuck about you guys, we don't want to fix it. And one of those three options, I don't care. I want to see it addressed. And it's not like they don't know about it. If you guys take a look at any of the replies to their tweets, I'd say 90% of the replies on anything they tweet out is either L or fix your servers. They have definitely seen the issue. They aren't stupid. They just don't give a fuck, man. It's crazy. I've never seen anything like it. I have never seen a developer just completely ignore a major issue like this. You know, all games have issues, but fuck, man, you can't ignore it. So I don't know, man. That's pretty much it. I don't really know what to do other than not spend any more money on the game, which at this point, I will not be spending any more money on 2K19. I mean, I do have some VC on my account. I'll just use that whenever they drop KG so I can get the 3,000 tokens. I encourage everyone to do the same. That's really the only thing I think that will get their attention is if, you know, they start losing money, if they start noticing people aren't opening packs, then maybe they might do something, but, you know, us talking about it, us complaining on Twitter, that doesn't mean shit to them. So anyways, that's pretty much it. I know we'll all still be buying 2K20 because the sad reality of the situation is if you want to play a good basketball video game, this is really all you got, man, and that's why they kind of hold the power that they do, which is very unfortunate. But at the very least, we can, you know, not spend any additional money on the game. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, rating if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're not already, follow me on Twitter, links in the description down below. Other than that, have a good day and peace out.
Never ever find the right words, and there's no way this is real life. There's no telling you're the right girl, so I can only say that it feels right. It feels right, it feels right. Yeah, I can only say that it feels right.